So I have been asked to do a new typical day in my life video because the one I have posted is a year old now, and things have changed a lot. I still think that the skeleton of my day is pretty similar. I get up, breakfast, morning's time is usually kid stuff, then reading and naps, and then chores during naps, some chores in the morning when I stay home, some chores in the afternoon while they're watching a show after nap time, and then dinner and whatever free time, like whatever we do for that evening. So the skeleton's the same. The things that have changed are my kids wake up.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yes, you are. The things that have changed is my kids wake up. Hold on, baby. My kids wake up earlier than they used to. They take shorter naps and they go to bed later. So I have them for a lot longer time now. And so I have had no choice but to start doing chores when they're awake because I don't have enough time to do them when they're asleep. And if I'm tired one day and I need to rest that afternoon for whatever reason, like last night I got up like 4 or 5 times with him and then he woke up early. So I'm very, very looking forward to nap time today so I could rest. But, like I have had to use, Joel, baby, go fight that bad guy over there behind the sofa. Go run. So I've had to use, my time when they're awake and when they're asleep, and also make sure that I rest so that I can feel, energized the whole day when they're awake because it's a long day. Also, they're playing a lot better together, so there's a lot of times where I'm busy doing something and they're just together having a blast, and don't need me there with them all the time like they used to when they were smaller. It's really neat. Like, my older one's getting into Legos, and he can do mazes and activity books, and he's just doing a lot on his own that it's all age, And then the younger one follows. He does a lot of things that my older one didn't do at his age just because he has someone to mimic. So things are different in that way. I still haven't enrolled them officially in any curriculum just because they're still so little, and I think that I might wait, honestly, until my younger one is the mandatory age, so that I can start them together and go through that together. But we do co-op on Fridays, which is really fun with all the other homeschool kids from church, and it's pretty big and pretty fun. So that is something else that has been added to our routine. But we still do story time, and we still visit friends and have friends over and go to museums around town and stuff like that. And yeah, so that's, the ways my day has changed. I really wonder how it'll look in the next year or two when I'm officially homeschooling and I have actual book work that I have to complete with them and stuff like that. But I'm sure, you just naturally have to transition into every new season. So I'm there, still working through some things though, like trying to be more laid back about TV because I really prefer, no TV at all, but then it's hard, it's such a long day. So I've talked to a lot of friends, and I know in my mind that TV's fine. It's not the end of the world if they watch an hour. It's not the end of the world, if they watch some every day. I just need to get over the emotional part. So that's a battle. And then also meals and cooking. I'm trying to not be so elaborate with my meals because they take longer, they cost more, and it's okay if we just have rice and beans or stir fry. Like it doesn't have to be stir fry with pot stickers or stuffed bell peppers with Mexican rice and corn patties. Like it can be just stuffed peppers or quesadillas or fajitas. It doesn't have to be so elaborate and side dishes galore and special salads and all this stuff that I like to do. I can still do that every now and then, but not every day, especially since the kids are awake so much longer. And then the other question was, what would I say to someone, a woman who works full-time but doesn't have children? I would just say, a married woman, I would just say enjoy that season with your husband. It's such a sweet time where you get to do things that you won't get to do once you do have kids, like go wherever you want, whenever you want. sleep in, say, hey, let's read a book at any time of the day. You know, there's just a lot of things that change after kids. It's still glorious and wonderful and amazing, and it's just a segment of the journey of marriage, but it's a long segment. And before kids, it's just a sweet time to really invest in each other, lay down those foundational, no son, no, blocks on your relationship, and just really enjoy and cherish that time together. Also, I don't really think that when you both work full time that the wife needs to feel like she's responsible for all the laundry, all the cooking, all the cleaning. It's okay if your husband helps you. If he likes to cook, let him cook one night. If he likes to cook, let him help you cook every night, whatever, you know. Share the laundry, do the housework on the weekends. You know, don't feel like you have to have the house perfect all the time. That's not your full-time job, and so even though it is your domain, you're working outside of the home 40 plus hours a week, it should be fine to share that. You know, probably carry the heavier load, but it's okay to share it. And so that's all I would say to that. It's a great season to save money, to work towards your future. You know, if you do want to stay home full-time when you have kids, then save money or get out of debt so that when the time comes that you have children, maybe you're closer to that opportunity or you can actually achieve that. And yeah, just have fun. I really think that's one thing that isn't stressed enough in marriage. Like, of course, we have to be serious and think about our biblical roles and the important, serious things and how intentional we need to be in, you know, all that stuff. But have fun isn't stressed enough. Have fun with your spouse. You know, it's your best friend. It's your companion in life. Enjoy each other. Married with no kids, married with kids, married empty nesters. I mean, whatever season you're in, enjoy your spouse. It's a wonderful thing to have a companion. So I think that's all I would have to say on those two things. And thanks for the request. Every time I see the title of my typical day, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's probably so different now if I read that. But I know it'll change even more as the next year approaches with homeschooling and stuff, and just getting more, I don't know, just deeper into like teaching how to read and stuff like that, more time-consuming lessons. Things will continue to change, but so far it's really fun being a mom, and it is easier in some ways than it used to be, and it's harder in some ways than it used to be because I'm not changing diapers and carrying somebody at all times and nursing every 2 hours, but I have little hearts that are depraved and sinful and need direction and correction and instruction and the gospel every day. And it's challenging to know that there's no formula that you can follow to ensure the salvation of your children. All you can do is pray, be consistent, and persevere, and pray and pray and pray, and model the gospel. Teach them, share with them the gospel every day. So the burden of parenting is heavier than anyone could have ever possibly explained to me, but it is such a joy and such a treasure and such a reward from the Lord, and so I'm very thankful for it. Have a wonderful day.